Hello. It says I'm live, so hopefully I'm live. I'm a bit late today, so excuse me for that. But I had a really powerful call with Alexis and Maya just a second ago. But yeah, hi guys, what's up? As you can see, this is exercise 1 and 2 live stream now. So we can like maybe do it a bit faster, so I don't sit here for like 4 hours every week. So yeah, we have quite a bit submissions. We have 19 submissions, so that's pretty cool. Hello to Alex in the chat, and for now it's just Alex. But yeah, so without further ado, oh, this is not my pen. Hello? Oh my god, where's my pen? Okay. Let's go into the submissions. So first of all, we have Siki. Oh, let me just close this. Okay. Okay. Okay, everything is fine. Can you hear me and stuff? Okay, I think it's cool. Okay. Siki says, "Hi Julia. I hope you're good." Thank you so much. I hope you're good too. Last week you said my trace planes were okay and I just need to do a better job at replicating them in the freehand. I only have one for this week, but let me know if this is better. Thanks. Also, should the lines be thicker, like in 2, or are they okay in new? Okay. So that was last week. Yeah, like really good free tracing, but the freehand could use some like just use being closer to the freehand. Okay, and now we have this one and this one. Yeah, I think the lines, like those lines are too thin, so I definitely, these lines are more like the vibe. Okay. So besides the lines in here that are kinda not the greatest, one thing I think like you could like work on a little bit is like understanding the noses a little bit more. So let me just purge so it doesn't lag. So if we look at the reference, like what you see in here, that's like actually like the ball of his nose. So the ball of his nose would be more along the lines of something like this. Like that. You know, so we often for the ball, like it's a ball, but you can kind of spot that there's like this, a bit of this line and this line happening to like kind of split the sides. So I would kind of do this ball like that and introduce a bit of those two lines. Okay. And in yours, like I think you kind of have them, but it's just like your ball is a little bit too small. Like it doesn't really encapsulate and capture this particular nose. So I think we can make it even like a bit bigger, like that. Okay, and then like everything else, like the nostrils, I feel like you did pretty good. But definitely like this ball in here, like see, like you can even see a bit on the, what just happened? You can even see a little bit like in your tracing, like there's still like a bit of light. So this ball could have been a bit better. The cheekbones are looking great. The eyes, like another thing you could kind of work on a little bit still are the eyes. Because like see how you did like this tear duct in here? Like it's basically look like it's like attached to the eye instead of like being one with it. So what I would do, why is my like PC like really lagging? I don't know. What is the fault? Hello, Photoshop, please. Okay, so I would like actually made it like more seamless. So more like this. And then you can kind of like show that there's this tear duct, but like it shouldn't be like so disconnected. Okay, and for this eye, I feel like it's pretty good. It's just that, no, but like come on, why is it like so laggy? Hello? Is it? Maybe I just need to like Oh my god. Cancel. Okay, maybe I'll like just try to save it and then maybe like reset my Photoshop, because it seemed to be having a bit of a stroke. So let me reopen it. Hello? Okay, it's running. Please work, Photoshop, I beg you. Oh, Sticky is in the chat and he says came at the perfect time. Yeah, definitely did. So I was just talking about how you made the ball a little bit too small and it's actually like bigger on the reference. And now I was about to like talk about the eyes. Like the tear duct was just like a little bit too disconnected. So if you look at this before and after, like see, like the eyes shouldn't feel like the tear duct is like an addition. Like it should feel like it's like a part of the eye, okay? So I'm gonna save this OP for the Discord so you can check it out. And also, actually, let me get this on the side, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Siki, so you can check out the OP, the tracing for the nose, and like be careful with those eyes, you know, those tear ducts. Everything else is looking pretty good, but in here, what I wanted to mention is again, like, I feel like the size of the eye is like so much better now, but like, again, like, if you look at your tracing, like this is such a beauty, like I wouldn't trace those eyes better. But like if we look at it side by side, see how like the shape of your iris that you drew for the tracing and how you traced it is like this shape. See, so it's like if it looked like a circle and then like chopped it off like that, and then the shape that you have in here, it's like you're almost showing like the bottom of this circle, like we can almost like continue it like that. And on the reference is actually like the circle is like in here, like there's much more of this part showing, you know. So I would say be careful a little bit with those noses and keep working on your eyes, especially irises, because your tracings are like, again, like amazing tracings. But I wish that your freehand looked a bit more like the tracing. So keep working on that, Siki, but you're doing really, really good. You're really close. And definitely these lines, not the other ones. Okay, so great job. Keep going. Okay. Next up we have Obsidian. And Obsidian says, "Hi Julia. Last time you told me to work on my noses, specifically the ball and the bottom plane. I hope these look better. I'm wondering if we got, if I've got the cheekbones right on the last guy, because I often struggle with the front view. Would love your opinion. Thank you, Obsidian." Okay. So that was last week. Also last week. This one was really good. Except for this nose. Okay. And now we hear. Okay, that's pretty good. Definitely, you're starting to like you're understanding those noses way better now. This one. Wow, that's such a great representation of like this nose. Yeah. And then this one. Yeah, you know what? I think you might be ready. Maybe. Hold on. Give me a second. I need to think about it. I think like you're like really close, but I feel like Obsidian, you have like a tendency of making the cheekbones into like this kind of shape. But in reality, like cheekbones are usually like more elongated, so more like this. So I think if I were to like trace this on this dude, well, obviously we do this, we do that, we do this. We find that, and we do this, And then like I feel like I think they just like they do be looking a little bit like too big, maybe that's what it is. Give me a second, I just need to like trace it and then we'll have answers. And my music just stopped. Why would it stop? So sad. Would it be more it? I think that would be too extreme. Hello, music, can you like keep playing? Please. Okay. And then this. So I just feel like you're I just feel like your cheekbones could be kind of like more like this shape. Although I'm not even sure about this now that I look at it. You know, actually, screw this tracing. I'm gonna do it again. I don't like it. There's still something wrong. Maybe this guy is just kind of complicated, but I just feel like both the cheekbone I did and you did is just a bit too big. Like, I feel like it should be smaller. Okay. See, but it's like, it takes me a second too to like get it, you know, it's not like it's an easy thing to find the cheekbone. So guys, if you struggle with finding the cheekbones, so do I. Maybe like this. Okay. Oh, this feels like we're getting somewhere. Okay, oh, okay, I think we definitely got somewhere better. Yeah, okay. We out here. Okay, we have that. Yeah, I think like you have a tendency of making your cheekbones a little bit too big. And it's like it's gonna like may play like a bad trick later. So I would say try making, because I feel like you understand like the concepts behind it, but I feel like you're just making them a bit too big. Because like even if you look at your freehand, you made the cheekbone even bigger than you had it in the tracing. So try making them a little bit smaller, and like try making them not as much of like this shape. I mean, that's actually the shape you should be doing, but like you're doing them more like this. So that would be more like it. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Obsidian. Overall, I really love your studies. I think like only work on those cheekbones because like your noses are so amazing, your eyes are so amazing. So yeah, you're definitely heading in the good direction. Work a little bit on the cheekbones. Everything else is beautiful. Okay, so great job. Keep going. Okay, you're really, really close. All right, next up we have Elsie. Okay, and Elsie is actually in the chat, so hello Elsie. Okay, and then Elsie says, hi Julia, hope you have a great day. Thank you so much, hope you're having a great day too. Last week, make sure all the lines look really connected, work on structure of the nose and the shape of the bow. Show list of the back triangle of the cheekbone in front view drawings. This week, how is the breakdown of the hair? Should it be broken down more or less, or is it alright? Thanks. Okay, so that was last week. Yeah, the lines were looking a little bit disconnected from each other, and and this like was not really in perspective too much. So now we here, oh, the lines definitely got so much better. Now they feel like really, really good, Elsie. So great job on those lines. Okay. Then we have this one. Oh yeah, this one is definitely so much better. So much better. Okay, and then this one. This one is a little bit weird. Yeah, in here I feel like it's pretty cool, but something that got kind of like maybe lost a little bit is that I feel like the corner of his jaw is somewhere like in here, and I feel like you have it a bit higher. Yeah, so I would probably like bring it like more down. And it will like make him look like himself probably. Like this, see? So that's more like his structure. And then I feel like something happened in here. So maybe let me trace that cheekbone for you. Because like all your cheekbones, they just look like the structure of his face is like this, but it's actually like more harsh, so it's like that. So I think I would do like this. I would do this. Oh yeah, like look what happens in here. Like this is not how we do it. Okay, so pretty important. This line is going from the outer corner of the eye, and then like it's you can like do it like as the shadow, so like that, you know, so it's not like going so much out, and it needs to be connected to this corner. Okay, and then we do a bit of a black triangle, and we make sure that it's like connected to that. Like that. And from here, okay, so like the biggest difference, I feel like the biggest difference made like this plane in here and like this in here being connected. So like in yours, the connection is like, look where this line is like connecting in like middle in here, but it should be like that. So be careful with that, Elsie. I feel like you did this also on this side, so in here it would be like that. It's kind of you know, it may play a bad trick. The cheekbone itself, I don't think, I feel like we did pretty similar thing, so that's great. So work on like making sure that this is coming from the outer corner, and then like following like being more straight, and it connects like in here. So it's really important. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out, Elsie. Okay. Other than that, I feel like you're doing really good. You know, besides what I mentioned for this corner. And in here, yeah, I feel like this is like the biggest problem for now. So I would definitely work on making sure that this is connecting like that, yeah. Okay, so you're definitely going in the right direction, so just keep going, you know, work on that, and we'll see each other next week. The cheekbones are getting so much better, so did lines. So you're doing really, really good. Just keep going, you're gonna get there, okay, Elsie? Great job. Next up, we have rocks. Okay, and Rox says, hello Julia. Last week you passed me to lesson 2. Only 2 planes of the head this week. Hopefully that is okay. Questions. Should I just keep things simple and just copy the good examples on Discord? Yes, sir. The ones with the green check marks, not sure what I was going for with the hair for the both of them. Also the usual, how are my lines, how are my planes, and what do I need to improve on? Got you. Hopefully with the merging of lesson 1 and 2, it will cut back on time. Sheesh, was almost a 4-hour stream. It really was. That was the breaking point when I was like, yeah, probably I shouldn't be live streaming for like 4 hours straight, you know? I was pretty hungry at the end. So I was like not at my best performance. So hopefully with that we will avoid that, and I will be able to give you all like better feedback. Okay. Respect as always, Julia. I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Hope you're gonna have a beautiful day too. Okay, so we have this one. Wow, great lanes, dude. Wow, I love them. I still love them. It's week after, I still love them. Okay. Woo, this is great though. Interesting. You're doing. It's almost like having a great lay-in. It's also like setting you up for having great planes. See, guys? Wow, it's almost like the lessons are connected because they are. I'm joking. They are connected. Okay. Wow, you're actually like for your first 2 times. I feel like you're doing pretty well. No way. Like my music stopped again. Like why is it happening? Just so mean. What's wrong with my phone? Plus, I hope I totally just didn't stream like Dula Peep on the live stream. It's like my phone is having a stroke and I cannot like listen to stuff. No, but like don't. Can I like listen on my phone? Excuse me. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry, guys. I just cannot live without my music. Okay, but like looking at those planes, in the meantime, let me like go in here and make sure that it's playing on my phone. Alright, now it should be all good. Allegedly. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so for rocks, those are all like great planes. I feel like you did really good for the first time. I think I like this one the most. Like look at this eye, it just looks so great. Like it's wrapping and stuff. Some things I want to mention though. Like overall you're doing really good. I would just be like careful, you know, with the eyes a little bit, because I feel like you made these eyes a bit big and his eyes are actually like smaller. So I would grab this, made it more like that. And the other one, like, yeah, like definitely don't show that he's like squinting, you know, but I would also try to stay true to the shape of his eyes. So probably a bit more like this. So before, like super open, and now it feels a little bit more like him. And if we're at the eyes, so I recommend you like studying more where the shape of the iris, because like not every time it's gonna have this shape. So I would say this guy is like kind of looking like a bit up, so probably would need something like this to show that he's like looking there. Okay, and the same for the other eye, because the biggest thing for the eyes is like whatever is happening on this eye, like just try to make the other eye do the same. Okay. Bang. Okay, like this one. to the right. Okay, so from this to that, you know, like it's not perfect because I would have to like rework the entire eye. But I hope you're getting the vibe, like they were like too big to open, and like I was looking at the shape that the eye is like making. So like it's this, and the bottom is like cut off, and like that. Okay. So overall, Rocks, your lanes were great, and I feel like your planes are definitely getting somewhere too. So let me save it for you for the Discord. Okay. So you can check out the changes, but yeah, like just keep doing whatever you're doing, work a little bit on the eyes, and I feel like you're definitely heading in the right direction. Like you can study good examples, but you can also like so maybe do like one good example study and one study that it's not from the Discord to like check yourself. But yeah, overall you're doing great, so just keep going. I'm gonna get there soon. Okay. Next up we have Treasure. Also, I felt like Rocks, you had some questions. Should I keep things simple? Yeah, like, yeah, definitely. Some copy would be required. Not sure. Yeah, I feel like the hair was like, yeah, whatever you did, it's like maybe a little bit too complicated, especially for this one. So for the hair, for Rocks, like, I just saw somebody with this side. Was it Siki? No. Oh, I think it was on the Discord actually. Okay. Yeah, I think like this person in here, I feel like that would be more the vibe. So like kind of capturing this and that, but you kind of added those smaller lines. I don't think they're like necessary. So maybe like get rid of this line and this line, and this is kind of, I would just keep it like more simple for now, you know. It will all change when we're gonna release the new hair videos, but for now, like this is like more than fine. Okay, so just like try to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check out the changes. So yeah, just keep them a bit more simple, you know. Okay, so that was all. Okay. Okay, next up we have Treasure. Worst week ever! Oh my god, why so negative? Like, what happened? Okay. So, and hey Julia. Hello. I'm using Flip Studio by the way. Yeah, I've realized at this point, okay, but you know, keep reminding me so I don't accidentally like do a whole rant about something in Photoshop that you don't even have or something. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't even know where to begin. Oh wait, how about the 18 hours of load shedding? I've endured this load shed. What is even like load shedding meaning? Action to reduce the load on something, especially the interruption of an electricity supply to avoid excessive load on the generating plant. Oh, so you were like on power outage. Oh my god, I've just endured this Sunday. No, what about my graduation planning happening for Wednesday? Oh, I found it. So you said I might try lesson 3 before last week's live stream, but you also said that my cheekbones were too long and I needed 3 straight lines for my eye structure. So me being me, I had to go to lesson 3 live stream to see what you were talking about regarding eyes. The reason why is because I finished all lesson 2 live streams, dying in the inside. So I focused on that, and not only that, I also built my lines a bit more using Rebel's Insta work and changed the background to 60%. Great call. Okay, I also went to all the live streams that I didn't pass to look at the mistakes and fix them to see if I improve. To be honest, I don't know how I'm even writing this to you on late Monday, because you probably won't even get this hand in. Long story short, I'm still smiling and hope everyone else is too. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope I've at least gotten better than last time. Hope to see everyone next week. Thanks to my any hopes in one sentence. The thing I seem to struggle with the most, a lot. Don't we all? Don't we all? I struggle with a lot, but please do point out my weakness. I'm aging in lesson 2. Thanks to all for helping out. Okay. Okay, so that was last week. Yeah, like, wow, who did this? It's great racing. Okay, and then you fixed it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and definitely I feel like you introduced the 3 lines more clearly now, and yeah, I think this is definitely so much better. Then we have this one. Okay, yeah, like this is great now. Oh, the eyes got better as well. Okay. Hold on, wait. Am I like... Oh, well, this is my OP and then you fixed it? And then like somebody gave you OP here? And you fixed it like that. Oh yeah, definitely great. Better cheekbone. Okay, and then we have... Oh, so like from the live streams before? I'm confused, but it's okay. Oh yeah, definitely this is really important. Okay, and you added that, right? Yes, you added this. Okay. We also have like this. Oh yeah, wow. This cheekbone is so tiny. It's a baby cheekbone. So cute. Ooh, this one is great now. Yeah, this is definitely like the vibe. Okay. Okay, this is also something I did. And you fixed it again. Yeah. Great fix as well. Wow, these planes really like good. Okay. Oh, and those are new. Okay. Oh, interesting hair. Okay. Okay, and now we here. Wow, great tracing for the eyes. Yeah, this is really good, Treasure. I think I stand by my opinion. I mean, I don't, like, I feel like you can try out some lesson 3, you know? Your lines are really, like, solid and, like, build up all that we're asking for in lesson 2. So, and you're doing, like, the tracing for the eyes, and, like, the eyes are coming out, like, great. One thing for this one, though, like, I would maybe, like, be careful. Like, the ball still needs to be, like, you know, kind of like a ball. So I probably make it more like a ball. Okay. So maybe a bit like that, but other than that, I feel like you're like ready to try out some lesson 3, you know. We will like take care of that later, but like I feel like you understand the general concept. So yeah, I'm gonna save this little OP for the Discord so you can check it out. But you're definitely ready to do some lesson 3, Treasure. So great job, you know. Keep going, and we'll see each other next week, you know. But like, yeah, those are all really great. But again, like, why are you making those balls of the nose like so like like squarish? Can I like fix it also in here? I feel like this would be maybe like pretty good, as it just feels like the chin is a bit, yeah, but like I think it's acceptable. Yeah, if I'm gonna fix this, I feel like this would even like deserve like a little check, because it's like really close to the reference and stuff. So yeah, the only thing I feel like to make it a check, like his lips go from here to here, and I feel like your lips look like they're shorter. Yeah, just a bit. So maybe like let me liquefy it real quick. Okay. Wow, but like, wow, look at this nostril. Really cool nostril for lesson 2. Okay. So a little bit. Okay. So yeah, let me give it a little bit of a check. This is a pretty good study. So yeah, I'll save it for the Discord and pin it. So yeah, Treasure, congratulations. Move on to lesson 3. Great job. Okay. Next up we have Rivel. Okay, and Rivel says, "Hi Julia. Last week you said I was close to passing with my front and profile views, but I still had to work on my 3/4 view cheekbone. I wasn't angling it down enough, so it formed a straight line with the back triangle. You also asked me to do 3 more to prove consistency. Really hope I got it this time. Thanks, Rivel." Okay, so that was last week front. Yeah, this 3/4 a bit interesting. Okay, and this one again really good. Ooh, this one is so good. Wow. Ooh, this one is cool too. Oh, this one is a bit weird. But I feel like it's good enough. This guy, overall, like this guy tends to be a bit weird, you know? Yeah, but like this one though. Damn, girl, this one like slaps. Damn, okay, this one is getting like a check for sure. Yeah, this is so good, Revo. Oh, by the way, you're ready. You're so ready, girl. I mean, organism, I don't know. But like, you're so ready. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord and pin it for people who like study. This is great. Okay. In here, I feel like there's some issues with the eyes, but like I feel like for lesson 2, this is like really good. But like you copied the reference really well. It's just that this is kind of more of like lesson 3, like design thing. But I want to give it maybe a check too. But I don't know. So I would just like make those eyes seem like more symmetrical. So they can be like closer to each other. Actually, like 1 check is enough. But yeah, I think like you're ready. I feel like they're good enough. Especially like the front is really good, and this one is really. Maybe you know what? Like maybe only thing like the cheekbone seems a little bit on the bigger side, so I would probably make it bigger, smaller. Excuse me. So probably a bit more like this. Okay. So yeah, I think like you're ready. Just be careful with those cheekbones. Don't make them too big. But like, you're doing great in the fronts and like the sides. Just like don't make them super big. I feel like you had it great in the tracing, but made it a little bit bigger in the freehand. But yeah, overall, great job. You know, move on. Okay. Great job. Next up, we have Karen. Okay. Hello, Julia. I hope you're doing well. I'm a returnee and would like to submit my work for critique. My last submission for lesson 2 was in the last week of September. Damn, that was some time ago. It was my 3rd submission. I wasn't able to pass to move to lesson 3, so I decided to pause from submitting after that. This is my 4th submission for lesson 4. Aside from other changes to work on before, the main problem the problem I always got is the cheekbone plane and the other side planes. I hope there is some improvement in my work now. And let me know what to work on next. Thank you so much, Karen. Okay. So that was last submission. Yeah, definitely you required some work on the plane, the cheekbones. Okay, and now we hear. Oh yeah, definitely. They definitely got bigger. So that's great. Okay. So I feel like it's great that they got bigger than the last submission, and I feel like you're like overall it's pretty cool. But like actually like if you look by this one, by who? But this one by Rishan on Discord. I think I'm gonna pin it. It's so good. So yeah, like get me. Right, somebody's calling me. Cringe. Okay. So if we look, it's just that your cheekbone is a little bit too big. So I'm gonna mark it. And also, even if you look at the shape, this cheekbone in here, it's like all straight like lines, and yours kind of looks like it's bending a little bit. So definitely, because this is a bone, like cheekbone, it's not bendy. So it's like I would keep the lines for it more straight, and also make it smaller, similar to this. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out, Karen. But overall, yeah, like I feel like you definitely made a lot of progress. I would just say, as far as the lines go, great. My dad is changing tires on the outside, so excuse the audio quality. But yeah, make sure that I see that you're doing this stuff which you're building up this eyelids, the nose and the mouth, so maybe make sure that all the lines look the same, because like you're gonna do it but like in lesson 3, you know. So keep going, you're definitely getting better, but be careful with the size of the cheekbones and make sure all the lines look the same rather than doing those build up lines in some places. So keep them the same all throughout. So yeah, glad you're back, Karen. I feel like you definitely belong in lesson 2, so just keep going and we will see. But the cheekbones definitely got better. Okay, next up we have Felix. And Felix says, hey Julia. Hey Felix. Okay. Oh, people in the chat. Okay, hello to Raquel, hello to Elsie. Alex says, they grew up so fast, I was not that long ago that I helped Treasure with the lay-ins. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, Rox says, hello. I think I critiqued you already, Rox. You did really, really good. So, you know, we'll have to, like, check it out. Okay, and Felix says, hey Julia. I had problems with the eyes. They were a little too big last week. I don't know what to ask for except for feedback. That's perfectly okay. I hope I get better. Side profile is good and I should work on them. Front and 3/4. Enjoy your day and the live stream, Felix. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we are here. Ooh, I really like your eyes now. Yeah, definitely. You made some improvement with those eyes, man. They are looking so much better. Okay, I feel like... I feel you know what it is. I kind of feel like it's just really unclear. Like you did one thing in the tracing and something different in here. And it's like, why would you do this, right? And I actually feel like on your tracing, this cheekbone is like more it than this cheekbone. A little bit. I mean, they're pretty similar, but like for the consistency, whatever you do in here, do in here. And if you want to change something in here, then also change it in the tracing. Okay. Let me like... We're definitely getting somewhere. The eyes definitely got better. Although in here, I feel like the irises, his irises are not that... Oh, like... If we're gonna like trace the irises in here, so like this would be the shape that you're looking for. And I feel like yours, see, like you have this part in blue, that shouldn't be here. Like their shape should be like literally this one, and then this up, like bottom eyelid should be like more up, and that would make the eyes look a bit better. So what I marked with the yellow is how the bottom eyelid would be, you know, and this way you would get more of the shape of his eye, you know. I'm gonna save it for the Discord so we can check it out. But overall, I feel like the cheekbones are pretty good. Like you definitely understand them, and everything is like getting so much better. In here, the eyes are pretty good. So, I'm wondering, yeah. I'm wondering if you're ready, but I feel like I want to see more consistency, and I want to see those eyes a little bit better, a little bit even more like looking at the shape of the iris, you know? Because even if we gonna like, for example, like you did those like those tracing that I showed you, but I don't, if we like follow them, I feel like I'm not sure if your eyes like follow this shape. See, like, see how the like the line is in here, and like you have still like, this should be all more like this in order to like fit the squares you did. Also, if you did them, make sure you're using them. So yeah, I think you're doing really good, Felix. Like it's a ton better than last week's eyes, and you're doing really good in everything, but I want to still see some improvements for those eyes. So I showed you this method, but like make sure you're like using it, okay? And now I'm showing you that you can like trace this iris and then like put it even or over your thing and be like, oh, like I have a totally different shape, I need to change that, okay? So do that, and we'll see each other next week. You're doing really, really well. Just keep working on those eyes and maybe do more works, more angles, so I can see some consistency, okay? But overall, you're doing great. Okay, and that was everybody in lesson 2. And now we have people in lesson 1. Okay, and first of all, we have Zainab, and they say, hi Julia, I studied head shapes this week. Am I getting better at it? Okay, so that was last week. Yeah, a little bit of problems with the head shapes. And now we here. Oh, this one is really good. Oh, this one is pretty good too. This is really interesting. Okay, one thing I think I want to mention, like overall you're doing really, 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 really good. I'm loving this cheek in here. Like definitely you're understanding something. But I feel like I prefer it the way you had it traced. So for this cheek, like you can see, and like you can see because you traced it, there is like a bit of this angle. So it's like a bit almost like going a little bit in, and you have it like super straight. So what would make the stain look a lot more like this dude in here, it's if you actually like kept this. So a little bit like that, right? The head shapes are great now, by the way. The only thing, maybe it could be a bit flatter at the top, but like now it's not as prevalent as last week, so I feel like the head shapes are cool for now. And one thing I realized in both of your studies is I think you're not understanding the exactly the shape of the mouth circle, because you're making it like this way. See, like, so you're doing like an egg this direction, but it should be like an oval like this direction. So if I were to trace it, I think it would be like, you can kind of like go a bit into the nose. So I think it would be more like this. Okay, so that would be more like this. So remember, it's like this way oval, not this way oval. So that's a yes, that's a no. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord. So you can work on it a little bit, but definitely head shapes are amazing now. You're doing everything great. Just work a little bit on those mouth circles, because in here it's the same idea. So you have it like this, but it should be more like this, you know? So something more like that and like a bit like that. But overall, great job, great improvement, Zainab. Focus on that for next week, and then we will see. But overall, you're doing really, really well. I don't know what happened to the lines. I feel like I definitely preferred these lines. So whatever you did in here, like I don't want those super dark ones. I wanna see these lines, okay? Because these are perfect actually. Okay, so great job, keep going, and we'll see each other next week. Great job. Okay, next up we have Zoe. Okay, Zoe says, "Hi Julia, how are you doing?" Thank you so much, I'm doing well. Okay, last week you told me that I was pretty close of having good proportions. That's something. You told me that my outside proportions were good and I have to copy a little bit more the inside proportions. I don't really have questions. I definitely had fun this week. Oh, I'm so glad. That's how it should be, like fun and learning. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you so much. Have a nice day too. You seem so nice, Zoe. Okay, so that was last week. Definitely great outside proportions. Just inside proportions could use some work. Okay, and that's the overpaint. Yeah, wow, definitely great overpaint. Oh, I feel like the eyeballs got a bit smaller and I think I prefer them like that, so I would probably like have those eyeballs a bit. Yeah, anyways, that doesn't matter. But like definitely great improvements on like what you did improve on. Oh no, no, are they all those extremes? Okay, don't really like, we have those in the pack, but they're like not that necessary to do, so try avoiding those extreme angles and just keep to the normal ones, which you did for the other studies, so that's great. Wow, this one is really, really good. Okay. So let me talk a little bit about you, with you about this one. So I feel like there's something we can like talk about for the eyeballs. So if we actually look at the 3D model in here, so that's the 3D model we all know and love, and like the eyeballs in here are actually like they're not just what we see, because like it's being intersected by this plane in here, but the eyeball that we want to draw on our drawings is literally like this ball. So you know, whatever angle you look at them, they're gonna be like round, because like we're doing like an X-ray vision. Okay, so if I were to like trace it, so like I don't trace how you traced it, what I can see, but I'm actually like tracing also what cannot be seen. So it would be more like this, like this. So that would be the eyeball, so like a bit bigger. Honestly, I think I could make it like more round. So definitely, but the proportion should be more like this. Okay, and the same for the other one, you know? And right now, like this one looks like the reference, that is true, but the other one is like completely like disconnected, while they both should be like the same circles, both in here and in here, you know? So I would try working on that. The proportions on the outside are still great, so I'm super glad you're like keeping that consistent. But another thing that I think you should understand before going into photo references is that, as we know, the eye area has like this line in here, and then like this line in here. And on the 3D model, because the way it's rendered, it looks like there's actually like a space in here, but you actually shouldn't do it like that. So I would just connect it. So the arch, I would like raise it a little bit in the freehand and in the tracing. Because it's just like the way it's rendered, like it didn't allow us to make it this way. But like we don't really, you shouldn't have like this line in here. Like all of the free lines, they should like meet in this point in here. Okay? So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Zoe, so you can check it out. So definitely like keep working on the eyeballs and be careful to not leaving this in here. You can just like redo this study or give yourself an overpaint. And for the lines though, I feel like in here the lines are a bit better. So maybe whatever you did in here, so I think they're a little bit thinner. So I feel like you definitely could use those lines being a bit thinner. Other than that, you're doing really good. It's definitely an improvement on the proportions on the inside, and you're still getting the outside proportions really good. So just work on those eyeballs and on this arch connection to the eye area, but you're doing really good. Okay, so just keep going. Alright, next up we have Valentine. Okay, Valentine says, "Hi Julia. Previous feedback. Eye area bottom line has too touch bottom eyelid. Having trouble with balancing out curvy versus straight silhouette of the face. Use more guidelines." Okay, let me know what to focus on next. Alright, let's see. Let me see last week. Yeah, definitely you're a bit more on the curvy side of things. Okay. Area bottom line, stretch the bottom eyelid. Oh yeah, your eye area a bit too big. Use more guidelines. For sure. Okay. And now we hear. Oh yeah, this is definitely getting better. Yeah. Oh, this one is a bit funky, you know? Yeah, but definitely I feel like you understood the feedback really well about the eyeballs and the connection to the bottom eyelid. But I don't know what happened, but like it looks like there is like a really strong wind coming from like here. And it's like, and his head is made of like gelatin, and like it makes his head literally like wiggle to the right. So that's kind of funny. So let me like fix you. So like it's kind of like skull is a bone, so it doesn't really get affected. So the structure of the skull is gonna be in line with like everything else. Okay, so that would be more like it. Okay. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out, because I feel like it's kind of important. Oh, shish, I didn't. Okay, so this one, let me get it on the right. And we have it like that. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Valentine, so you can work on that a little bit. But definitely, I can definitely see you use a lot more guidelines, because if I'm gonna drop them, like I feel like it's definitely like everything is in the respectful places, and you're definitely making the eye area so much better. But like be careful with those head shapes. So maybe that's something you can work for now, although in here it's pretty good. So for next week, I want you to focus on like the head shapes in the front view. And one thing I also can recommend you, Valentine, is that it feels like this kind of has like a shape of like a tear duct, like no tear duct, but like just like a tear, and it should be more of like a circle. So probably a bit more like this. Oh my god, why there's like a Spanish man singing to me right now on my song? That's weird. So probably a bit more like this and like that. So we can avoid this like we don't want this shape, we want like an oval. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out. And yeah, just keep going, work on the head shapes, especially in the front view, and be careful with making this into an oval, not into a tier. Okay, so great job, Valentin. Just keep going. You're definitely getting so much better. Okay, next up we have Rian. Okay, and Rian says, "Hi, Julia. This is my first time submitting for critique. Oh, hello, welcome to the live streams. I've been working on the 3D models and want to tackle the photo references. What can I improve on moving forward? Thanks, have a nice day." Thank you so much, have a nice day too. Okay, let's see. Okay, coming strong. Whoa, is this for real? Oh, this one, yeah, wow, this one is pretty good. I think one thing that I realized about them, it kind of stuck with me, is that you kind of have a little bit of trouble with the perspective. Okay, but okay, full disclaimer, like great lines, and like I feel like you're definitely understanding most of the stuff that's in here, but one thing is that the head, every lane follows like a specific perspective of the head, right? And in yours, it's like we can like generalize that it's usually like like this line is like whatever you're gonna do in your studies, like you have to follow this this angle for the area, right? So we're gonna put it in here. So that's like the perspective of your head. And then everything that you're gonna do needs to follow that. So as we can see, like this is like not following it. This is following it, so it's cool. Then the lips, again, like not really following it. I mean, I think like for like at this point, maybe it will start being tilted every step, but it's still not gonna follow it. And actually, I feel like it's not even that tilted. Because like if you look at the reference, like this is more horizontal. Yeah, this is like literally that. Like in yours, it's like tilted. Okay, so that changes stuff. So in that case, let me just copy this. And like I will show you like that. So everything is following this line, right? It's like every single thing. It's like that, right? And in yours, as I showed you, like you know, the nose and like the eye area is like this angle, and it should be more straight. Okay, so that's really important to take into consideration. And I feel like it's prevalent in both of your studies. So these lines, they're like your Bible, so make sure you're following them, because right now it's like all over the place a little bit. And in here it's the same thing, like don't bend this line, because it looks like it's bent like that. And like the only place where it would bend like that is like if it was like super extreme angle or like a fisheye lens, but this is just a regular lens. So I would do it like that. Like, yeah, it may look on the reference that it's bending, but like don't get fooled. Like like we just like generalize it, and like generally this is like straight, all of it, like that and like that, you know. So this is something I would want you to like work a little bit on, Bian. So work on your perspective. Your lines are great, and I feel like you're pretty much understanding the proportions pretty well as well. So just be careful with the angles of everything. Make sure that your studies follow the perspective, and like don't curve this line. Like keep it just consistent with this line. So whatever this line is doing, so whatever the green one is doing, make sure that the blue line is doing the same. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord as well. So great job. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Hope I'm gonna coach you well. And yeah, just keep going, work on the stuff I mentioned. But you're like really great for like first submission. Okay, next up we have Raquel. Okay, and Raquel says, "Hi Julia, I know it's been a while since I've submitted. I've been busy with work." Oh, okay, that's chill. "I had several other lanes I wanted to attach, but still couldn't figure out how. I'm such a Clip Studio Paint noob. Maybe he'd have treasure. He's using Clip Studio Paint, and he's doing amazing. And by the way, like a side note, can you please like have like a background for your first layer in here, because like it was a little bit hard to read. So just like put like a background and then like merge it so I can have it as like an introduction in here and then get the submissions revealed. Okay, so we have these two. They're not that bad. I feel like, considering you took a break, obviously that's what I'm referring to. So okay. This one, however, is a bit weird, you know, but this one is pretty cool. So the biggest thing, I think, is like overall you have like a pretty similar proportions to whatever is happening on this guy. But like when people have like super like extremely weird shit happening, like we kind of try to like make it like less apparent. So for this particular guy, like I know he's a bit weird, but I would just try to like make him a bit less weird. And also you can see that for him, like this is kind of like going out, like the mouth. So if anything, it would be maybe something like this, with like showing that this is like actually coming out a little bit. Okay. Okay. So like before and after, you know, it's just like it would be like you can even see on the reference that this is like in no way straight, it's like more like round. Okay, so that's what I did. So yeah, I think overall you're not doing bad. It's just that you have some issues still to work on, but I would especially like focus on capturing like the silhouette of the entire. So like what do I consider a silhouette is like this, like this. So like as I showed you, like I would make it like, and then there's like a little bit of this outing for the mouth circle. And then like really important, I feel like you made his like chin like really like round, whereas his chin is literally so straight. Like look at that chin, it's literally like horizontal line almost, and you made it like so curvy. And then this jaw, like you made it also like curvy, and like it's really hard to tell where is like the chin and where is like this line for the jaw. So I would like make it like super apparent, especially that this guy, he looks like really angular. So definitely this line and then this line, you know? So that's what I consider like silhouette. So I think that's something you can like work on to make it like more. See, even in your tracing, when you have like super thick line, it's like hard to decipher, you know? So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Raquel. So work on that a little bit, work on the silhouette, okay? In here it's like better, but again, like for example, like his jaw is like, it's pretty much like straight, so I would keep it that way. Okay, so work on that, Raquel, and we will see each other next week. But you're doing pretty good, just we need some more practice, so do that and we will see. But I'm super glad you're back, and definitely if you're having any trouble with Clip Studio, you can always find Treasure somewhere on the Discord and ask him. He's great at it. He seems to be managing just fine. Okay, so next up we have Mohammed. Okay, and Mohammed says, "Hello Julia, didn't have that much time to do a lot of lay-ins, could only do one. That is fine, like how much you can manage, just give it your best. I don't really have any questions, but I would like some guidance on what to do specifically because I want to pass." Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Okay. So that was last week. Yeah, your noses could need some help. Oh, and look at your noses now. Definitely so much better. Okay. So for this one, I think it's just a little bit the proportions still. Like, I'm not sure if we put this on this man, will it fit? That's what I'm wondering right now. Okay, you kind of like misplaced it. Yeah, like it kind of fits, but it's like see how you have like if I were to like trace his jaw, I would do like, yeah, like this line. And then this line. And like that. And then for the outer lines, this. There's like a bit of this. Okay, and like if we turn your on, like see how in yours, like this is a little bit different because you didn't do this indentation, and then the actual jawline is a little bit like pushed. This is like in here, and like you made the entire chin like more massive. So that would be more like it. So I'm gonna save it for Discord so you can take a look how it like actually should be. So and then like even more, like I don't know if this is coming from like the tracing maybe. Yeah, I think it was from the tracing. But his nose, like if we're gonna trace it, it's just that the like this line in here, like actually it's like a great tracing. The only thing is that this line should be angled a bit more inwards, right, like that. And another thing, so let me actually take it in here, is that you didn't really introduce tapering to the up, like the plane for the bridge of the nose. So what we call tapering is you have this line, and then you have this line, because like there's a ball of the nose in here. So this part needs to be a bit bigger so you can later like contain it. So it would be like this and this. And like actually like see how green line is a bit smaller, and then this line is a bit longer. Okay. So that would be kind of this nose. And I feel like we're pretty close, just like remember about this tapering. So maybe I'm gonna like mark it in color so we can check it out. So like see how yours is just like a regular rectangle, and you don't really have much tapering like that. And now if we're gonna like do the same for mine, see how it's a bit smaller at the top and then like a little bigger at the bottom. So that's what we call tapering in the nose. Okay, so keep working on like the silhouette of the face, you know, be careful to like don't give people like super big chins and jaws, and keep working on your noses, okay? But overall, you're doing really good, Mohammed. I think it's definitely more structural and better than last week. So just keep going. You're definitely getting there, okay? Okay, next up we have Mari. Okay, and Mari says, hello, Julia. The past few weeks, it seems I have been struggling the most with noses. So this week, I watched a few live streams where you trace out the noses and tried replicating that as close as possible. Okay, I have also gotten better at strictly following my tracing, so let me know if my tracings are missing anything. Thanks as always, and I'll see you next week, Maddie. Okay, so that was last week. Yeah, definitely still struggling a little bit with the noses. And here as well. Ooh, Mati! Damn. This is so much better. What happened? Wow, this one too. Oh, the nose is like, wow, I wouldn't do this nose better. This is a perfect nose, Mari. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Also, but like, why is it on the left? Okay, so this one. Yeah, this nose is also really good. And this one too. Yeah, wow. Really, really great. Really great works. So funny. because his mouth open, like we're closing them in the lay-ins, he just looks like he has such a big mouth, but like it's actually what's happening on the reference. Yeah, I really like this one though. Do we have like a good example of this one? I'm not sure. Do we? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong lesson. This one is so good. Do we have like a good example? Because I feel like this could definitely be one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. This one is like your best work so far, Mari. So yeah, I think some like I have some stuff to maybe like point out. So I feel like so maybe not exactly like a green check, but I think the noses like top tier, like perfect. I love them so much now, Maddie. I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way. So one thing I wanted to mention is that the mouth circle, it would be more like reaching a bit like more into the nose and be more like this. So like instead of it being like this way circle, like oval this way, we make it like more like this way. Although I think I made it a bit too big, so probably like that. Obviously leaving some space in here. But just like instead of making it like this way, I would do it like more this way. So then it's like this, the second circle can like match it. Because like this circle and the other circle, they're just the same circle, but like different sizes. Okay? So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Mari, so you can check it out. You're definitely understanding major things about those noses now. So work a little bit on the mouth circles. Okay, and in here I feel like it's pretty good, but same issue with this mouth circle. Everything else seems to be pretty cool. Yeah, and this one is just like just cool. Yeah, I think we have like a good example of this guy, so let me grab it real quick. So as you can see, it's just that the one on the good example, it just feels more like the reference, and I feel like the part of it is just that this nose of yours, it's like if you're gonna measure it, it just feels like you have like a bigger bottom plane, and in here it's like smaller, and it's also like smaller on the reference. And then like this line is shorter than this line, so yeah, I would definitely try to study this example a bit more for the sides. So I'm gonna save it. Okay. So great job, Mari. Great improvements. I just want you to keep working, like keep working on your sides, and be careful with those mouth circles, but noses are so great now. I'm really, really proud of you. You're doing really, really well. You're really close to passing, so great job. Okay, next up we have Leah, and she says, "Hi Julia, I'm in the middle of renovating moving house." Oh, okay, good luck. It can be hard. So I didn't have much time. That's why I wasn't able to submit last week, and it's the reason my lines are a bit more sloppy than what I would like. Not that they're good yet, but I would have spent a bit more time on them if I could. Okay, just take your time with your studies, that's all I'm saying. But I'm hoping my laying is good enough to be able to do photo references now. We will see. Last time the feedback was that the eye area had to slant inwards and the angle of the line of the nose wasn't right. Okay, as always, thank you so much for the feedback, Leah. What's last week? So this is like week 1. And I'm assuming these were like last week. So maybe these were like last week. Also ramp from this one to this one. Oh yeah, definitely there is an improvement. Okay, this one. Oh, so they're like before and after. So that's like the before and this is like after. Yeah, definitely this one is so much better. Okay, and then we have week 2 versus week 3. So that's where we at now. Yeah, I think like there were some stuff that were kind of a bit better in the week 2 that kind of changed. The biggest thing I feel like is that it's great that now, because like before you didn't really had like this, but I feel like now you kind of maybe even exaggerated it a little bit. Because like really important thing that you're gonna have to understand in here in order to like understand it on the photo references is that we have that, right? And like there's an eyeball, and it's really important that you leave this space in here. Like there needs to be always space, and I feel like on the reference, like the space is a bit more than on yours. So okay, so this one I would actually, if I were to do it, I would do it more like, so that's the eyeball. So I can like clearly show that first of all, we have this line that's going through, and like it goes through. So the split is gonna be in here. And like on the model, it's like, this is a bit smaller. Okay, so a little bit more like that. And you should like show that there is like a continuation of this other line. Okay, so before and after. This probably shouldn't go like this though, or like that. Okay, so that's really important. Let me, like this obviously shouldn't be here. I just like wanted to determine where is this, because this is like the same line going all the way through. Yeah, I could like refine it and stuff, but like this is not the point. The important thing is that there needs to be this space. So it's like outline, space, and then the eyeball, and it needs to be super clear, because like that was like unclear. Okay, so that's really important. So I'm gonna save this overpaint for the Discord so you can check it out. Okay, so this is going straight to the Discord so you can take a look at it, Leah. And yeah, definitely your lines, like they are a bit on the sloppy side. So I would say just like keep going, like keep putting your work on the reference, because like there's also like other stuff that I realized. So the line in this, like this line in here, it's more like this, and I feel like yours is like more tilted, but maybe it just looks like it, maybe it's actually chill, so don't. Yeah, but like it definitely feels like yours is going more to the right, so your angle, it's more like this, and like it may seem like it's like not a lot, but like it's kind of like adding up. Okay, and then like I feel like the chin on the model is like straighter and yours is like rounder, so probably more like this. Okay, so I think you're doing really good, Leah. I think like you should maybe like look at some good examples on the Discord. So if we're gonna look in here for we had like some pinned, some models pinned to, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so like we have this one by Alessio. So that will be more like for the side view. So maybe do like a study of this person. And then we had like really great model study by Nani. So like that should be kind of like the end goal, so that it looks like the reference a lot. So see, like all the angles are like correct, and you know, if there's space in here, like there's space in here and stuff. So definitely study the good examples of the 3D models on the Discord, and just like pay like a lot of attention to like everything in here, because like in the end you have to have like a almost like one-to-one copy, because that's what we're gonna have for the actual photo references lay-ins. So do that, and we'll see each other next week. But you're definitely doing really good. Okay, and now next up we have John. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, and John says, "Hi Julia, this week I applied your feedback on 3 lay-ins. Other than that, there's probably nothing new." Okay, last week my questions were a way too vague, so I will specify what I was curious about. Okay, how do I figure out the angle of that line? Up till now, I guessed it based on the eye line and the arch. And yeah, I think that's pretty much like how you do it. It's just like, it has to be like, it just cannot be like super like angle like that, because then like you're gonna have like super sharp angle in here. But like how it is in here, it's like really good. It's just like something that will give you like an idea, but like don't make it like anything weird. So like that would be too upright and that would be too much. So yeah, it's pretty much like, it's not guessing, it's like an educated guess, you know, because like we are artists and we are making educated guesses, because like that just makes sense in the perspective. Okay, so however you're doing, this is like great. Okay, last feedback. Okay, yeah, about the same length, definitely. And yeah, more angularity in your jaws, but like his jaw was like weak as hell. Okay, aren't these supposed to connect? They connected on the 3D model, so I was confused the first time I did the ear on real faces. I don't think, I mean, yeah, okay, actually, yes, that is correct. They should connect, because what's really important is like, you can see that you don't really have much space in here. What should have happened is that it's not really that much about like them being like connected, but it's more about like you have to have this plane in here. So like this line and this line, they don't go to the same like point. They like, there needs to be like a space between them. Okay, so I think like it's not about really like making this connect, but it's like about having this space in here that, so like this line, like this line, hello, this line and this line, they shouldn't meet in the same spot. This one should be actually more like that, so there is like a bit of a space. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. And now let's see how you're doing. Okay, ooh, more questions. Okay. For this week, I have questions about one particular reference because I had hard time to nail the angle he's looking at, plus the head shape from this angle. It's the day 6 to 7 lay-in I did. Is it okay to align the bottom of the nose with the perspective of the eyebrows area, etc.? Sometimes the corner to corner line is not aligned. Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Like all those lines, they need to be aligned. Okay. Is it just me or the mouth looks out of place? It feels like the angle of the whole mouth is wrong. Yeah, it's correct because like as you realize that everything should be following like this line. Like this line, right? We have it. Okay, so like, yeah, you made it so this follows it, but then the mouth, if you look at the corners, right, like you would have to either, so like if there is a corner on this side, on this perspective line, this would need to be 2. So you would have to, and now it will look in perspective actually, because it's following whatever is happening, right? And like maybe I would like avoid for now those super like, I would just keep it simple, those lips. So like that, and then like a bit more weight in here. See, so like before like crooked, and now it's like in perspective, so it looks better. Okay. Okay, let me know if there were too many questions. No, ask them. I love when people ask me questions because then I can give you better feedback. Okay, so definitely those 2 lines definitely should follow this one. And like why the mouth look crooked is because it didn't follow those lines. You know, so make sure that they're following it. Okay. So this was 2 weeks ago, really good. Auto study. This was last week, pretty good too, but like the jaw a little bit weak. And then we are in here. Okay, this is pretty good as well. This one, wow, this one is really good too. And then this one. Yeah, I feel like you have them great. One thing I maybe want to mention, I think especially for this one, is that for noses, you know, sometimes it's actually like useful to like, instead of making the lines like super straight, it's introduced like some more organic shapes to it. So if this is like the top, so I would maybe like make it more round following how it looks on the reference. And then this one as well, a bit like that. Okay, so it will just make it look a bit more like the reference, because like in the end we want like this man to look like him also in here. Okay, and then I would have this. Okay, and then like this one, but I feel like the rest you pretty much got right. So that would be kind of the nose. I would maybe fit him a bit better. Okay, so like see how this one is just like feeling more like natural and organic. Yeah, I would probably like, you know, make it better, refine it and stuff. But it just will look more like a human, less like a robot. So definitely try it out a little bit. I think like it would be interesting to see. And also I feel like you made the overall, like the bottom plane, like really big, but I feel like it's a bit smaller. So maybe something like that. But yeah, other than that, I feel like you're doing really good. In here, it's actually like a really good nose. But one thing I noticed is that his lips, they reach from here to here. And I feel like your lips are a bit smaller. See, so like you're missing this much of this lip. So it should be reaching all the way in to this point. Other than that, this is like a great lay-in. So I feel like you just need to like do a few more and like be careful with making everything like consistent, you know? So, because like in here the nose is great, but there was this little problem with the lips. And here I feel like everything is cool. But in here again, like this nose could use a little bit work. So I think it's just like a matter of just like keep going and like you will get those subtleties with time. So do 3 more studies and then we will see. So work a little bit on the noses and be careful with measuring those proportions, okay? But overall, great job, John. Just keep going and we'll see each other next week. And keep asking me questions because I love answering them. Okay. Oh, John is actually in the chat. Well, I guess I overdid the eye area angles this time then. Sorry for the typos. Thank you for the explanations, by the way. It all makes way more sense now. I'm so glad. Okay, just keep going. You're gonna get there. Okay, next up we have Essa. And they say, hi, this is my first time sending word for the live stream. Hello, welcome to the live streams. We all cool here. I hope I got the layers right. Yeah, it seems like you did, so great job. I'm obviously interested in all kinds of critique and feedback, whether it concerns proportions, lines, angles, or anything else. But these are the specific things that have been on my mind. Layers 1 to 2. I've been trying to use a bigger brush to avoid inky lines. I feel like I'm doing okay until I need to build the lines up, which is when they become rather wishy-washy. Such a funny thing, wishy-washy. Is this just a matter of practice or is there something specific I should try to fix? Okay, so let me take a look. Okay, so this is the attempted bigger brush and this is the regular brush. Yeah, I think there's not that much difference, but I think this one is like my favorite in terms of lines. Okay. And if there is like something to fix, I think it will just come with the practice, honestly, and obviously with looking at a lot of good examples on the Discord. So, you know, looking at these lines are really good. So make sure you're on the Discord and like while you're working on your stuff, you're like looking at the examples from the Discord so you can have like a point of reference how your work should look like in the end. Okay, and then we have a layer 3. This is a slightly older lay-in and I already might have progressed from this one a little. I still wanted to include this for a critique because I know things are wrong with this lay-in, but I can't figure out myself what those things are. Based on this lay-in, what should I pay more attention to? Okay. Based on this lay-in, I feel like you should maybe double down on like putting your work on top of the reference because it's like it doesn't fit, right? Because as you can see, like in yours, it's just that the shapes are a bit different because like you have it like this, so you have this and that, but actually there's like this is reaching a little bit out and he's having a bit of this situation happening. And then like look, like you chopped off a bit of his nose, so the tracing would be actually like this, like this. Okay, so more like that, right? So based on this one, like you would just need to spend more time and like paying more attention to like the shape of the nose and like the silhouette. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord ESA so you can check it out. Okay. Okay, and now for the older one. So like this one is like the oldest, so maybe let's take a look at the freshest ones. Okay, we have this one and this one. And one thing that I immediately could spot, and something that you can like try working on for next week, is definitely the noses. So as we know, for the nose, first we start off with like the good old like horseshoe shape. So it would be something like that. So that would be like the horseshoe shape that we like start with. Okay, but like, so we just like capturing how like this, from this to this, right? That's what we're capturing. And then we're gonna, after that, we're like breaking it down further. And then we were like, oh, okay, so there's like a bridge and it's reaching from here to here. And because there's the ball in here, this line for the bridge is gonna be a bit bigger. So it would be like that. Okay. And then we do like, oh, a bottom plane, obviously. And then we do this and that, which you did, I think, but like a bit different angles. And then we connect it. And then really important, see, like this needs to go like this and that, because like we are trying to show that the nose is a bit like a box. So this and that. And in yours, like you don't have the orange lines, right? And so really important in here that you include them. And then we do this line and this line. And then this line for eye area and this line for eye area. And you're kind of like missing this. So this is what I'm gonna mark in pink. This is what we call the glabella. And like it's not connected, like the glabella and the circle for the forehead, they're like not connected. So like you have to always include those lines. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord ESA so you can check it out and work on it a little bit, okay? So I feel like this is the same thing that's prevalent also in here. So definitely try looking at the noses this way, also when you're tracing. And, you know, don't be shy. You can always go onto the Discord and check out the good examples. They all got it really, really well. So do that, and we'll see each other next week. But you're doing really, really well, and thank you so much for submitting, you know? Okay, great job. Okay, next up we have, hold on. Rock says, respect Julia, see you next week. Yeah, see you next week. Okay, next up we have Amir. Okay, I have no questions. Thank you for feedback. Okay, you're welcome. So that was last week. Yeah, definitely. I think I told you to pay more attention to the tracing, rewatch the videos, make it in black, and do like model studies. Okay, and we arrived in here. Okay. Yeah, definitely we will stay for now on the 3D models. But I would definitely suggest that you stay away from like the hyper angles. Although you're not doing like bad at them, but I would highly recommend, or even like, you know, look for the angles like this. So like this neutral 3/4 view is what you're looking for. This one in here. And then like this one in here. They like, so basically all the same ones that everybody on the live streams are doing. They are somewhere in the videos, so make sure that you're using these, okay, not the extreme ones. Okay, and so I can give you some guidance. The way you're tracing is you're kind of missing some stuff. For example, your tracing is really messy and it should be like more thorough. So for example, you're not even tracing like the nose. So I would definitely trace the nose. So trace the bridge like this, break it down, like don't do just the horseshoe shape, but it's actually like we have this line, and then in here there's like this one and this one, but like if we can count them for just the nose, it's like this one, and this one. So make sure you're doing that. And then the the second circle, like you're making it into like this kind of wobbly shape, and it's like how the name says, it's like a circle, and even more accurate, it's an oval. So it would be like this and like that on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Amir, so you can check it out. So make sure for next week you're improving your tracing, so you're like basically your tracing should look like, I'm gonna show you. Let me get you like some good tracing. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I think like this one would be cool. So see this one? This is kind of like, I know this is like a real reference, but like just look at the way it's like traced. So see how everything is like so clear, and like you have like the bridge of the nose, and like everything is like really like worked on and not just like random lines. So make sure that your tracing looks like this. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord so you can check it out as well. Okay, so do that, Amir, and we'll see each other next week, you know, but definitely way better than last time. So just keep going, keep watching the videos, find the correct models, and work on your tracing, okay? Great job, keep going. Okay, and with that, that was the last submissions. See, like 2 hours. Chill. I can live like this. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Everybody progressed so much this week. Everybody's doing amazing, so just keep grinding, keep going, and I will be there next week to help you out some more, okay? So thank you so much, guys. Bye!